Hello,
Good chat.
Sam.
How are
We're
you doing?
here.
How are you doing?
We're done. We're done. We've just had a little bit of a therapy sesh.
Yeah.
Sam's going through some shit because of what would be a funny reason why Sam's going through some shit.
Let's like some improv. Name a reason that someone might feel like they're in crisis. You know what is causing me, a lot of anxiety in my life. Something that you and I did need to talk about. That has been a struggle for me in particular. I mean, I think it's hailing right now. Like the weather.
It was
is
a
not
blizzard
helping my
today.
mood.
Should we talk?
Yeah.
Should we start this show by talking about the weather? Would that
We should
be
talk about the
good?
weather in Toronto and Montreal on Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. How is it hailing?
There was
The
like a
thing that is
blizzard here
bothering me,
last night. Here.
Yeah, we had a big dump, a big wet dump, which I also. And then I had a big wet dump this morning. Josiah, you have.
What
for
are your
people who are
dumps
not
like?
watching,
What are your dumps like, Sam?
I have a wide variety of dumps. I take probably, I want to say 3 to 4 dumps a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm dumpy.
Do you ever first of all, how much urgency is there to your dumps sometimes?
When I have to either or anything I think my whole area, like in the inside, my inner area. I'm kind of pointing at it on camera.
We do have video,
aren't
yeah.
paying for, yeah, but people aren't paying for
what you could
video.
be paying for. Sam gesturing towards his bowels.
Towards my dick. No, I'm talking about my bowels. I think they're small. Like I just feel like I got no zone down there. Because I
Sorry,
basically
your
have
what? Small? What?
my whole bowel intestinal zone. I feel like it's got to be extra tiny.
There's no
because
storage.
I have zero storage capacity. I'm like running an old phone where you just every time you try to add something, you're just like fuck, and I'm like deleting old photos. That doesn't make a fucking difference.
Oh yeah.
I realize
so relatable. That is so relatable.
that's just an example of some of the relatable humor that we do on this podcast. I would say like 10 minutes from when I start thinking I'd like to pee soon to like I have to leave whatever situation I'm in or I'm going to absolutely piss myself. And I would say with shit, that window might be closer to 5 minutes where I'm like, oh, I feel it coming on to like.
Is there any foods that sometimes activate you? Like, I don't know, Indian food or like ice cream or anything? Oh, you don't eat sweets, but is there anything that you eat where you're like, I know that I'm going to pay for this later, but it's so delicious?
I love spicy food. And at some point I realized that there was a correlation between me like housing some like super spicy green curry and spending the rest of the next day like doubled over in pain on the toilet. But it took a long time for me to get there. But that's like a real recent and tragic development for me where like when I first had like Nashville hot chicken.
Oh
proper,
yeah. That was
I had a flight the next day, and I was like, I will not be able to get like the idea of getting in a
what
car.
level did you get? What level?
I can't remember, like whatever, like the top one, because I was like, I'm a cool guy.
I was
But
just
I'm
like,
not.
I'll get medium, and Sarah's like, don't get medium, and I was like, no, I can handle medium, and then I like ruined 3 days of our trip.
So what about you? What's your?
Well, but I've just,
how many?
I mean, yeah, I think I go a lot. I think that my bowels and body have been trained from working from home for so long to just kind of have free reign. Like they just kind of have this relationship with my house, just like I can do whatever I want. But what I was mostly thinking about is if we like go walk for dinner and I like just stuff myself with whatever, anything really, if the walk kind of activates my digestion, it feels like my, I don't know, sphincter, like can suss out when we're close to home. Because when you're really close to home, it's just like, let's go. And I'm like, no, I still have to go up so many stairs. Like, what? I can't have another Long John's situation. Anyways, we're going to talk about CBC Canada this week. So if you're a Canadian media person, feel free to hop behind the paywall, patreon.com/155pod. Before we hop behind the paywall, I don't think I know anyone who's involved with this show. Do you?
I didn't check. I don't think I know any of the artists.
It seems like
jump on IMDb real quick.
Because I was thinking, like, should we promise to reveal a Canadian media personality that we hate out loud this week? Could that be a thing?
Behind the paywall? Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone that I haven't talked to.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that too.
that might be too brave, because like what am I gonna do? Talk shit on hold on, here we go.
Most of the people are so beneath
like
me
that,
that I've exactly. We've kind of hammered on the big ones. We'll see, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, let's attack a minor Canadian media personality behind the paywall.
I feel like we should. I feel like it's punching down if they have less followers than us. But like the one I just typed is who I would love to just run through the ringer. But
oh yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Patreon.com/155pod. There is a visual element this week as well, so sign up for Gatekeeper Plus or Gatekeeper.